What's up guys, how you all doing? Remember 12 days ago we installed all these new packages. Well, today I'm gonna inspect them. If they have more than 6 drawn out comb, then I'm gonna add a second box. And also I'm gonna check on those bees as well, see how they doing, see if they completely filled up the second box, and if they did, I'm gonna drop a super on top of it. So this is the two main thing. And also I'm going to treat new bees for mites when they blowing up with population. I'm going to put Apivir plastic strips inside of them, and I'm gonna leave them there for 6 weeks, and then I'm gonna have to wait 2 more weeks before I'm going to be able to put a super on top of it. Super, it's where you harvest honey. So this is what I'm doing. Let's see how it's done. I honestly absolutely love these plastic beehives. So far they are amazing. They're so much easier to work with. Don't have to worry about the rocks or anything like that. Remember, I put a pollen strip inside here. Look at that. They almost ate the whole thing. So now the main thing I want to see, how many frames of comb they have drawn out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6. So I'm probably going to add another box. Okay, looks like they're already starting to build the comb right here, so which is good. So that's almost 8 frames. I'm actually going to add another box, no problem, on top of it. Look at that. There's honey right there, some of it capped off, and they're building comb on this side. So they're staying really busy. And a lot of bees out scavenging right now. There's queen cups for some reason. What I'm hoping to see is, what I'm looking for also is eggs. Definitely see a lot of pollen. For some reason there's queen cubs. I don't know why. They're not trying to swarm. I don't see so far any eggs, which is not good. We definitely want to see some eggs inside there. Queen cage that the queen have come out from. So hopefully there is actually a queen, because look, there is a queen cubs all over and they are empty. Maybe they lost a queen. So I might have to find another queen and requeen them or something, because I see full of cubs all over. So hopefully one of my beehives is trying to swarm, so that way we can just drop a queen over here, because I do not see any eggs at all. Something happened to the queen. Maybe it didn't really mated that well, or maybe they just did not like her or something. Okay, let's open up another beehive, see what it looks like. Okay, this is the queen, what the queen used to be. Boom, looks like she been out. That's good. This one didn't build up as much and barely ate any of that. I don't know what happened to these queens with these packages, because look, they definitely made a new queen. Look at that, there's a new queen right here too. And there's a lot more queens right here. You know what, since this beehive is so weak as well, as you can see, the queen did lay a couple of eggs and just left. There is a whole bunch of queens right there as well. So you know what, I might combine this beehive with the other one right there. So you see how many queens there is, but not many bees. So as you see how many queens cells there is, and look like they already one of them hatched out with only 2 frames drawn out. I don't understand why. So you know what I'm gonna do instead? I'm just gonna pop this frame inside here, and this way I have one very strong beehive instead. So this is what I did. I got this beehive and combined it with this beehive, and now there's going to be a lot of bees and very strong beehive. As you can see, look at them crawling in and out. They're just going to fight maybe a little bit, but they're going to accept each other. I couldn't find the queen. This is why I combined them, because the other beehive also didn't have a queen, but lots of queen cells. So hopefully this beehive will thrive, but we'll see. I don't know what happened to these packages. Okay, let's see how well this bee is doing. Look at that, they ate a whole party of pollen, so that's good. The queen came out successfully, it's empty. You know, if you don't see the queen cells, that means there's no queen. and I saw a couple queen cubs. It tells me they were trying to make a new queen, but again I do not see another queen. Once again, this beehive don't have a queen. Okay, let's see how this beehive is doing. Lots of drawn out comb, but none of my beehives have. Oh, there you go. Finally, this is what I've been looking for. You see, there is drawn out comb and everything we need. There is larvae inside there. I don't know what happened to some of those queens. Sometimes they just fail. So 2 packages was a fail. This is perfect. That's what we want to see. This is the good queen right here. Look at that. That's what we want to see. You know what? I might combine the other beehive as well because it does not have any queen or eggs. I'll just combine it with this one. Yeah, I'm gonna have less beehives, but I'm gonna have much stronger beehives. Look how beautiful that looks like. Such a fresh comb. You see there's pollen right here, capped off honey, and brood, capped off brood, and there's larvae, and there's fresh eggs to the side. You can see them right there. So this queen is definitely doing great. And same thing right here. Look how much pollen there is. It's so beautiful. Let me flip it over. Boom. Check this out. This is all pollen. They have so much pollen. This is good. And this right here just capped off pollen for the most part, and honey. And right here as well, honey. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frames that is capped off. I could probably add another box now, but I'll just combine 2 beehives instead. I don't know what happened to these bee packages, because 5 beehive packages, only 1 was good that actually start laying, and there's plenty of brood. The other ones, I installed them 10 days ago. Yes, it did rain a lot, but still I don't understand why so many queens fail. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Okay, hopefully another one at least works. They do draw out comb really good. Did the queen start laying? I see again they made new queens right here. There's a new queen. There's a new queen right here. Look how many queens this beehive has. What a mess. So what I'm gonna do is going to take one of these queens cells and put it into the other beehives. Hopefully that will save them. Instead of buying the queens, looks like these bees made their own queens, but I have no idea why they rejected the queens. This is why I don't like starting beekeeping with packages. I love buying nukes instead, because you see how many bees have failed, how many beehives. This is where the queen come from, and they letting her out, and they're supposed to start off really good, but so far it's been such a disappointment. Okay, again, these bees are beautiful. They draw out comb really fast. Again, I do not see any eggs at all. There's a queen egg. So this beehive should be just fine, unless there's a lot more queen eggs. Then we have to do something about all those queen eggs, because they're just going to keep splitting. Oh well, I might just leave them alone just to see how they do. There's a couple queens right here as well. You know what, I just might let them be. There's some queen cells, let them do their thing. Maybe they'll figure it out and make another queen. Hopefully by the end of the summer they're going to get really strong, but I don't expect any of these bees going to give me any honey at all. Well guys, I talked to another beekeeper, local beekeeper that I always get advice from, and she said that actually, because when I installed the packages, 7 of them, what happened, it was raining here straight after I installed the packages for 12 days. Few areas around here actually flooded. We got 6.5 inches in just like a week. So because the bees could not get out, and the queen, yes, it came out from the cage, but it could not go out and mate, so the bees thought she was kind of useless, not doing a good job, not picking up what she's supposed to do, so they got rid of it. Something like that, that's what she told me. But now what do I do? What I have to do is actually either combine them, make a stronger beehives, or actually split them into 4 frames each with 1 or 2 of those cells inside of the beehive. So that way, in case one of those eggs don't come off, there might be another one comes off, and then you just check. But anyways, I actually opened up my other beehives that I bought about 2 weeks before these packages, and they did so amazing. I had old comb for those beehives, so they didn't have to build as much, but I'm actually going to set up a bunch of supers and going to harvest a lot of honey this year, which I thought it was impossible to get honey out of the first year of bees that you set up a package. But as you can see, as long as you have old comb and you buy a package, they can build up super fast, as long as there is not a bad weather. But also I probably will never buy a package. It's a lot easier to buy a nuke. It's a 4 frame with broods, with eggs, and already mated queen. So if you buy a nuke and you install it and it's going to rain for 10 days straight, heavy rain, you don't have to worry about nothing, because the queen is already working, the bees are working, and you don't need to worry about the bees accepting the queen. Definitely recommend buy yourself nukes. It's a little bit more expensive, but worth it, because you can just lose all your money a lot easier. Let's see how I open up the other beehives that is a lot bigger. Let me see how these beehives are doing. Oh my gosh, you see, this is definitely not the plastic beehive problem, because obviously this beehive is doing great. Look, it's full. I can add super to it at any time. Look at that, this is all honey. Broken frame right here, oh well. We'll use it. Looks like right now they're just filling up the second box with honey. But I don't know, maybe it was a bad supplier, because look at this. This beehive came from a package, and look at the difference. What a disappointment on the other packages. So I'm just gonna go and put another box on top of it. Look at that drone over there. Now imagine all these bees are going to hatch. This is beautiful. I can't believe how amazing this beehive is. This is packed beehive. I will also check the bottom, see how they're doing. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna check if there is any queen cells, because if there is a queen cell, I might as well just split it, because they definitely can be split, no problem. Look at that. This is what you want to see in a beehive, in a package beehive. So much pollen right here. That's insane. Lots of drone up down there as well. It's good. Lots of pollen. So they don't even need supplement or anything like that. There's so much rain have been happening. These ones are all hatched out as well. Lots of pollen in there. And I see eggs down here, so that tells me there is a queen. I do not have to go to any of them anymore, because I don't think they are trying to split, because they still have a little bit of space. But just in case, just look at that. Look at all the pollen, all this brood that have been drawn out. This queen is amazing. Okay, that's enough. Now I'm gonna put the treatment back. Oh, that's so heavy. and lock them up. Definitely not worried about these bees. And let's see how's my polysterol beehive doing. Once again, amazing. I don't even have to open this. Nukes are where it's at. Look at that. It's full. It's crazy. There you go. That looking good. Now let's see how my wooden beehive is doing. This came off from the package as well. It's good. Looks beautiful. Amazing. I don't even have to open up anything else. You can already see that they need a super box already. I never, you know what, I put the package in May 14 and look how much bees there is. I did had old comb, drone comb, so that kind of helped a lot, but I never seen that before, that you can make so many bees and already put a super on top of it. They have a little bit of space right here because this one had less drawn out comb and this beehive, so they still have a lot of space to draw out.